Guys, welcome back to another video of Nora's Eight-Legged Critters. Today's special guest is my nephew. He's got his sixth tarantula today, thanks to his uncle. And these beautiful species today we end up getting at the reptile show. We have the skeleton leg, we have the Costa Rican striped knee, we have the C.Andersoni, a pink toe, and everybody kept asking me, here it is guys, my first ever scorpion. So okay guys, we're going to get these guys into their new homes. Okay guys, so welcome back. We're getting ready to transfer the very first tarantula here. We're going to do the skeleton leg, which is the, chop this up, I know it, Ethopulpus marinus. And these guys here, believe it or not, they do have urticana hairs, but not behind them. They're actually on their pedipalps. And what they do is they use their chelicerae, which is near their teeth, and that's how they spread out their hairs. So, guys, here we go. As you can see, I already started this right here. I got a little bit of wet substrate underneath that's going to dry up a little bit. I'm going to put a little tape up here to hold some of the humidity inside. And what I'm going to do is underneath that, I'm going to put a little bit of oil so that way if she decides to crawl up there, she won't get stuck. As you can see, I put this in here because the last thing I want to do is get bitten by a tarantula. I'm always trying to be safe as I can, even if this works. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to find out. So, guys, here we go. She turn around? No, she's still backward. Okay, let's see. Get a little extra right there. And try to hold it right there. That's gonna work though. Alright, let's get that back just a little bit. I don't know if that's gonna work.
You want me to hold on to the lid?
No. Whoops, she's already showing. It looks like she's gonna come out on her own.
She might.
Let's do this. Why don't you turn around and grab this?
Oh, she's filling it out.
Go on, baby. Go on. No, you're going the wrong way. No. There you go. Oh, you know what this means? See how slow she is?
Mm-hmm.
It's possible she's in primo. Usually these guys, when they're this slow, it's usually an indication of her being in primo. So, she might be molting. And I will guarantee she's a female. So these guys here are more of the ones that like to bury themselves. They do have a bit of speed behind them, so you have to be a little careful. Just like that. And there you go. See? Nice and easy it was. Jimmy, let's just hope yours goes that well. So there you go, guys. She's inside of her enclosure. I forgot to put my water dish in there, but I'll do that later. And these guys are great for burying themselves. And if you take a look on the side here, let me go ahead and take this out and you can take a look at it on the side. Basically, I put a lot of substrate in there so that way they can bury themselves. They love to bury themselves. They're not an ideal species that is great for a showcase tarantula, but they make great ones for feedings. I mean, these guys, when they attack, they attack. So here you go, guys. The lovely skeleton knee. Okay, guys, so video number 2. One that I'm not very looking forward to. These guys have a little bit more potent bite than other tarantulas. So this is one I do not want to get bit by. And this guy is called the Chilobrachy Andersoni. And the other name is Burmese
Mustard.
Mustard. Yep. So here we go, guys. Not one that I'm actually looking forward to. Let's do it. And he's already kind of like creeping over here, isn't he? Okay, let's see if we can. I don't know if I can just get him to walk up on that. Okay, he wants to attack the cub. He's like, what's going on?
Oh, his weapon's sticking to it.
I know, I see that. Come on, buddy, walk up on there. He's not going to walk up there, is he? Come on, buddy. Come on, walk up there. Okay.
I knew this one was going to give you a hard time.
Oh, that's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. How about you just get the hole? Where's my tweezers? Tweezers? Oh, there it is. Ooh. Uh-oh. Okay. There we go. Okay, we got him around that. My goal was to actually just bring him straight into the closure there, but obviously that didn't work. Let's see.
Kev.
That's it. actually, Vanessa. I don't think. Alright, let's go. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, alright, well, the paper was too big for me to sit in there. So, there he is. In fact, I'll probably, let's see. I wonder if I can, you know, I'll probably do is I'm going to keep that in there so that way he feels a little bit more at home. There we go. There we go. All right, he doesn't. So I'm going to leave the webbing in there. I don't have to pry at him any more than what I have to, you know what I mean? Okay, guys, so there you go. Actually, it wasn't too bad. Except for you did a little blank fit there, but I apologize. But that was the only way to do that because it's hard to put pieces of paper in here, try to coast it out, but I figured out that he was sitting on his webbing right there, and it actually worked out better than what I was planning on. So there you go, guys. These guys seem to be more barriers. Again, these guys are very potent, so I would highly recommend, if you get one of these guys, kind of get a few more tarantulas, you know, in the oral species, because these guys are very aggressive, you know. So they do bite, and actually, he was actually being pretty behaved. You know, maybe he's going to be one of those type that, you know, he won't be so bad. So there you go, guys. God, I'm terrible. C, and help me out here, guys. What's it called? Andersoni is in their cage. Thanks, guys. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people has been asking me about this. I think I'm going to slowly get into the scorpions. I don't know about breeding them. Maybe. I'm not sure. But here we go. My first ever scorpion. Well, not first ever, but back to owning a scorpion. I can't tell you any kind of, like, a lot of details about these guys. I'm not really too big on the whole scorpion thing, but this is going to be pretty cool because it's been a long time since I've owned one. Where's my pinchers at? Here they are. So, my originally what I wanted to get a, what do you call that, the tail whip scorpion, but unfortunately I ended up getting, an Asian forest scorpion, which these guys here, the only thing I really know is they're not very venomous, and they're sting. They are venomous, but they're not as bad as most scorpions, and I always got to tell by the pinchers that bigger the pincher, I guess, the more or less venom that they are, I guess. So guys, here we go. See if we can get down in there. Come on, big guy. Oh, I was like still of armor here. Come on, big guy. Yep, don't turn around.
He's kind of cool looking.
I'm not trying to hurt you. There you go.
He looks like a crab.
Doesn't he? He doesn't. Get in there. All right, bud. No. That's not for you to swing at. He's like, dude, which way are you going to go? Huh? Can we work this out here? All right. I was hoping, I should have probably got a bigger enclosure for him, huh? He's actually a little bit bigger than what I thought. Mm-hmm. Dude.
Well, we'll probably be rehousing him soon.
Well, is this going to be something if he stings a straw? Look at him. He's like, dude. Oh, wow.
He don't want to come out of there.
He does not. Well, he's probably at home, you know. All right, bud. Come on. You're almost home. You're almost home. Go. Everybody cheer him on. Cheer him on. Oh, he just went back in.
Oh, my.
Do you want to go on this side?
Yeah.
Go ahead. There, bud. Trying to keep my hands away from here. Even though they're not very venomous, I still don't want to get stung.
Yeah. He looks like he would hurt.
Yeah. Come on, big guy. Come on. You're going to like it here, I promise. Come on. There you go. Almost. There you go. All right. There he is. So, again, I had a lot of people asking me, why don't you have scorpions? There, finally, I got my first scorpion. Are you happy? Again, I don't know too much about these guys. I don't really do scorpions, but I am going to slowly get into scorpions. I don't think I'm ever going to own the real venomous ones. I kind of like these guys right here. And if you guys never had a scorpion before, what's really cool about these guys, if you turn off the lights, I think I'm going to get a skull in here and stuff for him. What do you think, babe?
Yeah, when we get into his bigger home.
Yeah, because I just got, in fact, I wasn't even thinking about getting one. And all of a sudden I seen him and I'm like, what should I do? Should I get one? She's like, go for it. So here you go, guys. The Asian forest scorpion, which they're very close to the emperor. Am I saying that right?
Empire?
Yeah. No, I think it's emperor. Emperor. Excuse me, emperor scorpion. Ooh, excuse me. Emperor scorpion. And so here we go. Another thing, too. I got this from Dave. Did I get this from Dave? I think I did get that from Dave. which he owns a lot of stuff. So, and he had some Vinegaroons, which originally is what I wanted. And what's really cool about those guys is that inside the back, instead of the stinger right here, they had like this, and you could smell them. They actually smell like a Vinegaroon. Normally I would hold a tarantula. I'm not really going to hold these guys, so please don't ask. But this is going to be great for my hobby. It's going to be great for feeding videos too. So, okay, guys, thank you very much for watching my first ever scorpion.